Hello. Tonight, I don't know if you noticed already, but I have this lovely Black Donnellys. I don't know what this thing's called. Plaid, I guess. Shirt on. That can only mean one thing. We're drinking beer from Black Donnellys Brewing Company, and this one happens to be the Vigilante Session IPA. It's not just another beer; it's a story. And the reason I say that is because it says that right there on the can. Um, Apparently, this family immigrated way back in the early 1800s, in the time of horses before cars, and they got into some disputes, if we will, with their neighbors, and yeah, so this beer's coming in at 4.5% alcohol, and I'm gonna drink it. I think we've had one of these beers from Black Donnellys before on our channel, and they are from Mitchell, Ontario, Canada. Lovely establishment they have there. Oh, that sounds delicious. And it looks good too. Look at that. Ooh. There we go. Cheers to a Friday night. Yeah, just as you'd expect. Not too strong, not too bitter. Kind of on the lighter side. Actually, that tastes good. So, anyways, get back to the story here. The Black Donnellys, they had created a few enemies along the way, and they were in the time of horse and buggy. And you know who else made some enemies and perhaps rode a horse was the Lone Ranger. And he actually got captured by his enemies one time, and they told him, like, you got 3 days here to live, and we're going to give you a request for every day, and after that we're going to burn you at the stake. So what's your first request? And the Lone Ranger says, well, I sure would like to talk to my horse, Silver. And so they bring the Lone Ranger's horse, and he whispers in his horse's ear, and Silver takes off and comes back about half an hour later, and is carrying a beautiful blonde lady. And the lady goes into the tent with the Lone Ranger, stays the night, and yeah, everything's good. And the next day, the chief comes over to the Lone Ranger and says, I really admire your horse. It could have ran off, but it came back. Very loyal horse. Just amazing. He says, well, you got 2 days left. What's your request for today? And Lone Ranger says, well, I'd really like to talk to my horse Silver again. And, all right, yeah, bring him over. So bring Silver over, and Lone Ranger whispers in Silver's ear, and just like the day before, Silver's off. Half an hour later, he's back, and this time he's got a beautiful brunette, even more gorgeous than the blonde the night before. And yeah, in the tent she goes. She stays the night with the Lone Ranger, and the next morning she's gone. And the chief comes in. He's like, unbelievable, that horse here is something else, eh? Just whatever you tell him to do, he does. Can't believe it. He says, well, you got one request left. Well, one day left before you burn you at the stake. What'll it be? He says, I'd really like to talk to my horse one more time, but this time I'd like to talk to him in private. He says, yeah, no problem. We can do that. So they bring Silver right into the tent, and they leave the Lone Ranger with his horse there, and the Lone Ranger looks right at him and says, "Look, Silver, this is my last chance. Listen very closely. Bring posse. Beer and a joke."